Hello everyone and welcome to Guiding Star Tarot. So happy to have you here. I hope you're all doing well. Today's pick card reading is all about the universe's plan for you next. So let's take a look at what the universe has in store for you, my dears. There are 3 piles for you to choose from. This is pile number 1 with the green fluorite crystal. Okay, pile number 2 with the blue sandstone crystal. Alright, and pile number 3 with the red Jasper crystal. Just choose the card or even the crystal that you feel the most drawn to. So overall, you can choose either by the crystal or by the card. Just make sure to pick the pile that you are the most resonating with. And after you're done choosing, you can skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps in the description box below. But before we get started, please take a quick moment to hit like and also to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my future readings. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I'll be using for today, you can find them all listed in the description box below, as I always do, so you can check them out. And without further ado, let's get started with the readings. Hello my dear pile number 1, and welcome to your reading to everyone who were drawn to the aventurine crystal, as well as who were drawn to the first card. So let's take a look, pile number 1, at what is the universe's plan for you next, what the universe has in store for you. You've got the card Apple. I'm just going to put it on a side and let's start your reading with your oracles. Pile number 1, what is the universe's plan for you next? What is the universe's plan for you next? You've got Gates of Triumph with success expands in your life. Pile number 1, universe's plan for you next. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. All right, so it's interesting that you've got here like both cards kind of having this wording of, you know, including the words your life and also again like your life in here. So I feel like there is kind of something that is meant for you, you know, coming in with this universe's plan, like it's really truly meant for you and it's part of your life's journey. Also, I'm hearing like could be life-changing, right? But like definitely that is meant for you and it's something being offered to you. Okay, and I feel like it's for some of you, I feel like it's some sort of kind of test or like some sort of kind of decision that you have to make and with this offer. And I feel like it's going to be including kind of some sort of transition with these gates opening for you, this door opening for you. It feels like it's going to be, you know, some sort of expansion in your life. So you're definitely maybe going to be, you know, like called to get out of your comfort zone, to be stepping out of your comfort zone, to be stepping into kind of a new environment, new journey, where it also feels like with these gates of triumph, like you're getting some sort of recognition, some sort of acknowledgement or like success that expands in your life. Either, you know, like your business starting to thrive or getting more sales, getting more money, another paid, better paid job, or like even could be something that has to do with successfully like starting a new life somewhere else. Maybe these gates of triumph can be success in the means of like having some gates of your own home opening for you, which means like you're going to be having your own home or like being able to rent, being able to like have something of your own that is just kind of a home for you and offers you stability. But also this can be about traveling, because you've got here traveling lightly. So in a way this can be literal, as in you getting the opportunity to travel, to maybe start a new life somewhere else, maybe somewhere where you've been dreaming of, you know, starting a new life, or just, you know, having the opportunity which is going to help make your life feel easier, feel more effortless. Maybe it's like better lifestyle, better quality of life, more money, more income. Because I feel like these gates are opening and are allowing you to enter and to step into this new chapter where it's like so much more room for growth and expansion and new horizons, like not being limited anymore, like you're not being limited or like stuck anymore, and kind of like, you know, new hope, new sun starting to shine, you know, and kind of like having this new hope, this new world of possibilities opening for you. So again, maybe it has a lot to do with traveling and maybe relocating somewhere else for a lot of you in pile number 1. Maybe for some of it, this is going to be healing, and finally, like, this traveling in journey can be like metaphorical and emotional, such as like releasing some of that emotional baggage from the past, healing those wounds, being able to work through some things, and like releasing that baggage of either wounds or limiting beliefs, you know, maybe even cutting some people off from your life that are no longer serving you, getting out of situations that are just holding you back. So basically just feeling lighter and just like your life becoming more simple and beautiful and easier and effortless. And for some reason, autumn comes to my mind. You've got the apple, which is, you know, usually coming in season in autumn time. You have here like an autumn kind of scenery, which makes me feel like there is a transition, you know, in your life coming through. Universe has in plan for you some sort of transition, some sort of like change in seasons, like a new season starts for you. And I feel like, you know, as in autumn, some of the leaves kind of like fall down, and like it is like this kind of season where everything kind of goes back inward, or like go to sleep, or like feels more slow paced. And I feel like that's kind of how your life is transitioning into this new season or chapter, where things just feel more slowed down, more calm, more grounding, like focusing more inwards, right? And also, I feel like could be about a decision. You've got here like this way, right? I think that's what it says in here. Yeah, it says this way. So it feels like it's pointing out, like your life and universe is pointing out at a certain direction, which, you know, I feel like you're going to be called out to head towards, which I feel like is bringing in some sort of big hope. It's like you've been walking through this tunnel or maybe forest of like these trees that just seem very spooky. Okay. And I feel like there is this sense of hope, and like it can describe like challenges or you know, a life that felt a chapter that felt more difficult and overwhelming. And now universe has in plan for you to release this and expand in your life, your horizons, your possibilities, and reach new levels and new heights of success. Let's take a look at your tea leaves now, pile number 1, and see more about universe's plan for you next. All right. So you have the gong, and it says an exciting event. So the gong in itself reminds me of an announcement. So again, this can be like an offer coming through, an announcement, or like some sort of announcement that is going to be really significant in this transition for you. And also could be some news, right? But also like an exciting event happening for you, which includes this traveling or like this transitional phase in your life, or like these successes, right? This success. You've got here tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So I feel like maybe this was more of a slow journey for you, but like finally I see you reaching new heights of success, which might have taken like a longer period of time, but definitely it was there were a lot of lessons to be learned through that. So I feel like it was kind of like a slow but steady type of journey, and this success is well deserved, and you're going to be experiencing it. And you've got here fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray or white hair. So this can be, you know, a person you've been dealing with, someone who can maybe bring this announcement, this offer, someone who can who relates to your story in some way, either from the past and you're with the person, like a person you're leaving behind, or like a person that's going to be relevant in this new chapter. Okay, it's just a confirmational kind of card. Okay, right now we're going to move to your tarot cards, pile number 1. And see what else is coming through. Wow, Ace of Wands. This is literally energy of something exciting and new, fresh coming into your life. And you've got here an exciting event or offer that I'm sensing in here. Like, see, the hand is like, here, like hand offering is something is like really kind of, you know, present in your reading. So it looks like there's going to be some sort of opportunity being handed to you. But it's definitely worth celebrating, because it's also like something you've achieved, right, through your hard work. So it's well deserved as well. But I sense that there is this strong energy of a new, fresh, exciting beginning starting for you, with these doors opening up, with the sun shining, with this more beautiful, like such a gorgeous scenery waiting for you. And this could also be literal again for a lot of it. This could be like you relocating to some new place, moving abroad, or starting to travel and having like this chapter of traveling, or getting a new job that includes traveling, you know, exploring, and life feeling just more simple, more effortless, and making money more, maybe more like effortlessly as well, in a more simple way, or just by doing something that you're excited about and feeling that it's easier. And I'm getting this energy of like exploring new sceneries, or like enjoying new kind of horizons and like places. And yeah, like could be, you know, as I said, like a new place you're moving into, or just places you're going to be visiting as well, or just like see and enjoy in this journey, throughout this journey. I'm sensing that nature is somehow really important and relevant in this next chapter. You've got Two of Swords, so it looks like you've been feeling really stuck, maybe especially because this shows that it's been a slow paced journey towards this success. But I feel like, in case you were wondering whether that success is ever going to come, pile number one, universe has that in plan for you. Like, you've got that success manifesting for you, and it does look like with these Two of Swords that you're going to overcome some sort of blockage that you've been trying to get out of, or like even if you weren't able to see a way out of a situation that felt really difficult, you're going to get some sort of offer, opportunity, solution that is going to help you, you know, with overcoming that and life becoming simple. Yes, I do feel, especially with this 10 of Wands, your reading describes you, pal number one, like going through a lot of difficulties, or like kind of carrying a big weight on your shoulders, like really putting up with a lot of difficulties or challenges, or like a lot of pressure, you know. And I feel like you've been holding up so strongly, and that is going to pay off. You're going to definitely like have that payoff. And the 10 of Wands literally is a card of you know, is the last card in this suit, in the Wands suit, and it looks like the end of a tough chapter and the start of a much simple and exciting and easy one. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for pile number one. Universe's plan for you next. SleepWalker. It looks like you've been walking around through this journey, through life could be as well, or through like an area of your life with your eyes closed or with this blindfold on, which can describe also, this doesn't have to be just blockage in general, could be mental blockages like limiting beliefs, which I feel like you're going to wake up from, and you're going to start maybe noticing a situation, a person for what it truly is, your own self, your own life, you know, kind of like some sort of awareness and acknowledgement that is gonna also open up kind of this energy of freedom in your life, right? Right, and you've also got the World, which is literally such a transitional card, like in its message. It's all about cycle closing and the new one opening. Remember how I said about the seasons in your life kind of changing and transitioning? So I feel like universe strongly has in you know, in plan for you to kind of transition to a new cycle, which is going to be so much easier. It's gonna feel, maybe here you've got slowly but surely getting ahead. Remember how I said that autumn is all about kind of everything slowing down a bit and kind of going back to like the roots or the basics, or like just inwards, right? And all this could be part of this new cycle where you're not gonna be so much on the go, constantly struggling, being added pressure on and pulled, you know, in so many directions. And I feel like this also could be the chapter where you're focusing on what truly matters for you, on yourself, like tuning in more inwards, paying attention to what your emotions and feelings and body is trying to tell you, or has been trying to tell you for such a long time. So I feel like also could be about your inner calling and following that, right? But either way, I feel like this next chapter could be not necessarily, like, this card cannot necessarily be about the slow kind of progress towards this success, which can be, but also can represent the slower paced kind of life, which is so much needed, I feel like, by a lot of you in pile number 1. And yeah, I feel like for sure there's a cycle closing and a new one starting for you, which is going to be so much easier, so much brighter and happy. Okay, so pile number 1, this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my future readings. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hello my dear pile number 2, and welcome to your reading to everyone who were drawn to the blue sandstone crystal, as well as who were drawn to the second card. And let's take a look at what universe has in plan for you, pile number 2. So if we're drawn to the strawberry card, I'm just gonna put it on a side, and we're just gonna take a look at your oracles and see what universes has in plan for you next, pile number 2. What does universe have in plan for you next? So you've got the card Joy and Delight, and it says open your heart to joy. Beautiful message to start off your reading. Let's pull one more card from this deck. Pile number 2. All right, narrow pathway, thread thoughtfully. Okay, so the first message and the strongest message that just came in regards to universe's plan for you next is that there's going to be the opportunity for you to start doing something that you truly, truly love, and that brings you that genuine joy, and that, you know, it's like something that means you following your heart in some way. Okay. And I feel like it's going to be something, yes, that is going to bring you a lot of joy. It's going to make you really happy because it's going to be something that your heart is longing for. But it also feels that it's gonna be some sort of narrow pathway. And what I mean by this is that it might not be the, you know, kind of largest path that everyone seems to be going onto. Career-wise, maybe even love-wise, might be like not the kind of norm, you know, and just like the path that everyone seems to be taking. So it might be a bit either more difficult, and by difficult, it's not like it's not gonna make you happy, but it's just like not the easiest path that, you know, most people like are taking on, and could be also like something that is just more unique, right? Something that is just more unique, that is just more out of the box, or like maybe out of the normal from how you've lived your entire life or what you've been told your entire life. But I feel like you've got what it takes to thread, you know, thoughtfully through this narrow pathway and get to your desired result, or like reach the success, or like have a happy life, right? Or happy relationship. For some reason, it's coming right now, like in my mind, this message of maybe a long distance relationship, or could be like some sort of career path that is just more unique, that might feel a bit daunting or like a leap of faith, but I feel like you're going to make it, and universe has in plan for you to have the opportunity to do that, to follow your heart and to succeed at what you truly enjoy doing, or what truly brings your heart joy and fulfills you. And I sense also for some of you, it might resonate with the idea of doing something that you used to dream as a child, since I see this picture in here, you know. Also another message that's coming through with this, like, you've got angels protecting you throughout this journey. Although it might seem like this scary, high, narrow pathway, that it doesn't look stable, you've got angels your way protecting you and offering you support and guidance throughout this path. So universe is not leaving you alone is what I'm hearing, but also it's like something that could be like following a dream that you used to have as a child, right? Or something that you used to be like dreaming, you know, as a child that you're going to be doing when you grow up. Strawberry really reminds me of summer for some reason in this reading. Summertime, fresh energy, sweet energy. So like doing something that truly brings you kind of that sweet, enriched life. And also something that feels like summer, right? You've got a lot of yellows in here, so bright, summery feeling of freedom, of joy, of just having fun, of doing something that you're truly enjoying, right? And savoring your life. All right, let's take a look at your tea leaves. Whoa, there's like way too many cards, like almost like a chunk of the deck. All right, so you've got here 10th temporary situation coming through. I'm hearing like this narrow pathway is just going to be temporary. So if it's a long distance, you're going to successfully work through it and get to move in together, to have a stable future, you know, relationship and marriage, whatever this, you know, might resonate with you. Also, if it's like a narrow path career wise, like whatever way this might resonate, like let's say this is about relocating abroad, or like choosing a life that is like starting from abroad, starting from scratch, like abroad, let's say, or whatever this is that feels like this narrow pathway in your life, but it is something that you are following your heart into and opening your heart to receive this opportunity and to do this, to follow, you know, that inner calling or that inner voice. It's just going to be a temporary situation with a narrow pathway. And by threading it thoughtfully with the universe's support and guidance, you're going to succeed for sure, okay? Let's see what else is coming through about universe's plan for pile number 2. Okay, so you've got forest, and let's see. Muddled, unclear thinking with the forest, and cup. You should accept valid criticism. Right. So I'm hearing like not necessarily to allow others to dictate your life or to choose for you, for yourself, but at the same time, there is this energy of like accepting advice or like valid criticism. So through this narrow pathway, in order to thread it thoughtfully and to be careful and to be wise, also like an important part or like significant, valuable message is to accept valid criticism or like valid advice. And by this, I mean like advice and criticism that applies to you, to your story, and you know deep down that is constructive, right? So whatever is filling that cup, okay? And in the end, it's going to help you get to where you want to be. Or maybe help you to kind of navigate this narrow pathway wiser. And with the forest, it feels that with muddled, unclear thinking, universe has in plan for you to get clarity in regards to some aspect that you've been very confused about, that a lot of it maybe in pile number 2, you've been going through life or like specific area that, let's say, you used to have a dream about, or like you're longing for something else or more, that you were kind of just walking through this life, through this path, and like it felt like this forest that you couldn't be like, you weren't able to see what's behind this forest, right? Like the light or the clear, you know, in this forest. And I'm like kind of portraying you or like imagining you running through this forest and like not being able to see that light or that clear, and kind of just starting to get confused like through life and just doing a lot of things that kind of took you away further from that path that you were feeling kind of called towards, right? And I sense that universe has in plan for you to learn the lessons, but to get the clarity from that and to kind of follow where your heart was supposed to be, right? I hope that has been resonating with you. Now, let's take a look at your tarot cards, pile number 2. 9 of Cups. This is a card of fulfillment, deep fulfillment, being proud of yourself, enjoying. Most importantly, to be able to kind of sit and kind of watch what you've accomplished, or like be able to enjoy what you've accomplished. And 9 of Cups is a card like of deep fulfillment. As I said, I'm not sure how to else describe it. It's just like having a lot of the things that you used to dream about, right? Having that life that you used to dream about, having that career, that partner. All right, let's see what else is coming through. You've got here Knight of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is going to be an opportunity for a new job or a new career path, or like the possibility to make more money, or even just starting your own business, which is going to be very fruitful, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance, wealth, and prosperity and financial stability. Maybe it is also about stability in terms of like emotional state, like following a path in a life that brings you that sense of stability, and it's like you finding comfort and feeling like you're where you're belonging, right? All right, so you've also got the Six of Swords, which is an energy of leaving something behind, leaving the hardships behind, or living a life that was, you know, just not meant for you. And look at this, like these people are singing, are just enjoying life. And you've got also like another angel kind of reference. It could be like you're going to just enjoy life, and although it's going to be like a narrow pathway and it might not feel like the most kind of, you know, not necessarily comfortable, it's not like comfortable because you're going to enjoy it, right? But feel kind of a bit risky or daunting, or like taking a chance, right? That's what I mean by risky, like taking a chance on something, which could be like auditioning for something, starting a new business, following, you know, a life that just is not about risking as in safety way. It's more about like taking a chance. I just want to make things clear, right? So you've got here like angel protecting you, and you just literally feeling that universe support and guidance throughout this path, and like enjoying and having so much fun with this new path. Although like other people are seeing it as risky or whatever, like seeing it as a narrow pathway, you're just gonna have the best time of your life. And also this implies one, like heading towards more calmer waters, like more steady, stable life, just life that feels more easier, smooth, sailing type of energy. But also this can mean traveling, you know, like relocating physically, and maybe like moving overseas could be, or just like, yeah, traveling, you know, kind of, it looks like a transition from point A to point B. All right, let's see what else is coming through for pile number 2. Knight of Swords. So this is the energy of jumping into something, like stop overthinking. I see you like no longer overthinking, no longer worrying so much, and just like taking that first step, taking that initiative. And it's all about like yeah, like putting yourself out there, taking action. And I do feel like that is going to be the next kind of chapter of your life, or like what universe has in plan for you, to offer you the opportunity to put yourself out there and to just act on your dreams, and act with clarity, right? And kind of with this sword cutting through all that forest, okay, kind of like trees, and just getting to your ideal outcome, or like cutting through blockages and obstacles and getting to your dream. King of Pentacles, maybe for a lot of you, this has to do with career or home situation, or also can be commitment and marriage, right? But I feel like it's more career and finances related. And the King of Pentacles shows that you're going to reach to like that financial dream that you used to have. You've got here like all these graves, which is like reminding of abundance. And for some reason, I have this kind of image in my mind of going through summer, which is like, you know, a fun time and just enjoying and having fun with the journey. But also in the meantime, all the seeds that you planted, or like everything you've kind of worked towards, is going to grow, and it's going to bring you results and abundance and prosperity that you can harvest, right? In the next season. So another thing is like whatever your seeds you're planting are going to grow and are going to bring you stability, more money, earnings, and abundance. Okay, so pile number 2, this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my future readings. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Hello, my dear pile number 3, and welcome to your reading to everyone who were drawn to the red Jasper crystal, as well as who were drawn to the 3rd card with the Tistel. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm going to put your first card on a side, and let's take a look at what universe has in plan for you next, pile number 3. We're going to start off with your oracles. What is universe having in plan for you next, pile number 3? What does universe have in plan for you next? And you've got a beautiful card which says miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. What a beautiful card. Let's see what else is coming through for pile number 3 about universe's plan for you next. Oh, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So I'm already like sensing this strong message for you, pile number 3, that universe has in plan for you next to find a solution, a breakthrough, a way out of a difficult situation, which a lot of you, pile number 3, might start to feel hopeless about, might start to feel really like disappointed and kind of losing hope and feeling unmotivated, or just losing that spark, could be, or that faith in yourself, in things getting better, in universe. And I feel like universe is going to restore that faith through this, right? I'm sensing here with this card that you were drawn to that maybe you've been having some difficulties, right? Perhaps you've been having some difficulties in your life and the journey wasn't precisely smooth, at least lately. And I feel like universe has in plan for you a miracle, or even miracles, because you've got plural. So miracles that are going to happen, I feel like when you least expect it, and it's going to bring you certain outcomes and twists of situations and changes in circumstances that are literally maybe so hard for you to comprehend now, or even dream about, or even think. Because miracles are like unexpected, but like really, really positive, and bringing us kind of that beautiful positive change, or like something really amazing that we didn't even expect, or like didn't even dream about, or like maybe a lot of you have been saying maybe something like this, like I hope for a miracle, or like only a miracle can happen to get me out of this, like something along those lines. Doesn't have to be for everyone. I know it's very specific, but it says expect the wondrous to emerge. So you, pile number 3, expect the wonderful and the wondrous to emerge, because universe has in plan for you some amazing opportunities, changes, or transformations that are gonna help you kind of break free from this kind of tunnel that you've been just feeling like you've been there like for so long, just digging and like feeling like so difficult, and trying to get your way out, or like carve your way out of this, and just feeling like you're just going in deeper, but you're actually going to find that way out. And there's a breakthrough at hand, which is like accessible to you, which is going to be at your hand, at your disposal. And I see you kind of experiencing some beautiful, amazing miracle. Could be also about a wish coming true, because you've got here the lamp, right? So it's like maybe not just one wish, right? Like can be even 3 wishes, right, with the lamp. But of course it doesn't have to be that specific, but just many wishes, or like some magical kind of changes, like manifesting, some amazing things. Right, let's take a look at your tea leaves now, pile number 3, and see more about what universe has in plan for you next. Dog barking, advice from a friend. This is beautiful. So this advice from a friend that you already have, or like a friend that you've been kind of like going to know, like getting to meet a new person. And this advice is literally going to be so helpful, and like could be having like, or playing a major role in you getting this breakthrough, and like getting out of this situation, an advice or some news or like a like some information, right, that can help you in some way, or support from a friend that can help you in some way with this situation that is gonna happen like a miracle when you need it the most. You also have frying pan, trouble, accusations. So this could be the situation you're currently dealing with. I feel like maybe there are a lot of, there's this strong energy of fire, of tension, of arguments, conflict, trouble, accusations. But even if it feels like it's a situation that you're just caught up in and not able to see a way out of, universe has in plan for you to get out of this situation and to find a solution, to find a way out, and like to bring in the miracles in your life that are going to help you to like in a wondrous way, like deal with the situation and get out of, right? Let's see what else is coming through. You've got rat, someone working against you, or like someone working against you behind your back. So again, this kind of goes hand in hand with this situation. So I feel like these miracles and this breakthrough that universe has in plan for you are about either a person or like even a group of people, right? Like a situation, a company, whatever, that is working against you behind your back, that are like, they don't have the best intentions at heart for you, that are bringing in this kind of heaviness in your life, this drama, this toxicity, right? That makes your life harder, or like puts so much overwhelmingness and pressure and negativity in you, in your on your life. So I feel like these miracles that you might even started to kind of like lose hope about, or like not even think about, right, are going to be in universe's plan for you next to help you get out of the situation and to bring you the solution, or to bring you some sort of advice, or like a solution that is going to be accessible for you to be able to get out of this. So it can be an opportunity, an offer, okay, in whatever shape or form this might resonate with your situation. Now let's move on to your tarot cards, pile number 3, and see more about universe's plan for you next. And look at that, you've got the Magician, right? So I did tell you about some sort of solution or success or miracle being manifested, and the miracles are happening, in your life, are about to happen in your life, and through the power of magic, of like the magical power of the universe. I hope that makes sense. Like becoming the magician of your own life, or like things shifting and changing in magical ways is also what I'm hearing. Let's see what else is coming through. 7 of Pentacles. I feel like even that is really difficult for you to see, maybe not right now. When looking back, you're going to be either proud of yourself to be able to deal with such a situation, getting stronger and getting wiser from such a situation, and kind of see some good aspects of it. Not like, oh my god, that was so good that I went through that, like, no, but like, okay, I can see some lessons, some aspects that kind of help me shape into becoming the person I am today, type of thing. So kind of like a shifted perspective. Or this also can be with this breakthrough and these miracles, like bringing you some sort of financial abundance and money that are gonna, or support or stability that is going to help you with shifting your current circumstances in a much more stable and tranquil, peaceful one. Let's see pile number 3. What else we have for you? Queen of Wands. I see you no longer allowing people to step on you, allowing others to cross your boundaries, no longer settling, for what you feel like you don't deserve. And Queen of Wands is also about getting your confidence back, getting your spark back, getting your glow back, and also maybe even going through a process of a glow up, not just physically, emotionally, in all aspects. And I see like people gaining some sort of new respect for you, new admiration for you, new source of, like, find you a source of inspiration, and see you as this attractive, good-looking, powerful, magnetic being, okay? But first you seeing yourself as that and everything else like kind of following. 10 of Wands. This is, you know, even by just the picture, you can see that it describes so much kind of pain, difficulty, challenging feelings and emotions, and even like, you know, physical exhaustion, feeling drained, that you could have, you know, deal with. And I feel like that is about to come to an end, because 10 of Wands is the last card of the suit, and it shows that you've been holding on so strongly and you've been building so much inner strength and resilience, and I feel like that's why looking back you're gonna be so proud of yourself, or like so confident of how you like strong you've been. But yeah, I feel like this is the end of these difficulties, and like these miracles are gonna bring in the solution, the ability for you to raise up and no longer have to carry all this big weight, and to just like, yeah, lift this weight off your shoulders and just feel free, and yeah, like stand tall, right? Because I feel like these difficulties have been kneeling you down. Maybe it's been happening for so long, right? But these miracles are gonna put a start to this new, easier, brighter kind of chapter for you. Knight of Swords. This is a card of no longer holding back, you know, from speaking up your mind, from putting yourself first, from cutting people off, or like situations, you know, releasing situations that are not serving you, that are bringing you down, that are affecting you and your life in a negative way. This is about speaking up your mind. This is about not, you know, remaining quiet when you're being bullied, or like when the unfair is happening, or there's like some sort of injustice. This is about not being afraid to fight for yourself, for your rights. This is about yeah, like standing tall, being a warrior, and like yeah, expressing your boundaries, expressing your limits, and respecting yourself. But also this is a card of not backing down, not backing up from like the difficulties, but actually like finding clarity, finding solution. And these miracles, like, you know, this can be an offer or an opportunity, and you being wise enough and having that kind of you know, kind of that how to put it, you know, that inner energy in you, kind of like, you know, to help you kind of boost yourself, or like help you propel yourself forward once the opportunity arrives, to be able to get yourself out of this, like kind of that quick to act, you know, reflex, or like behavior, you know, where you're not gonna be just falling into victim mindset, is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're going to take the opportunity, and you're going to notice, you know, this kind of breakthrough being at hand and accessible for you, and you're going to be like definitely taking that step, you know, towards bettering your life as well. All right, so pile number 3, this is everything that I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of my future readings. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.